What's up everybody? In today's video, I am going to teach you how you can launch your first digital product in less than 48 hours. And I'm not just going to tell you, I'm actually going to show you with my laptop. So that's going to be a tutorial today. So make sure you watch till the end, because at the end of this video, you should be leaving with knowing how to create a digital product and how to sell it. Let's get started. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Salwa. I am a digital entrepreneur coach, and I teach freedom seeker how to launch an online business so they can work from anywhere. So let's dive in. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is what kind of digital product you can launch in 48 hours. You want to focus on something you already know and something that adds value. So listen to your people, listen to your audience, listen to what people are asking you. I'm gonna give you an example. For 5 years, I traveled full-time as a digital nomad, but I was house sitting for 5 years. So I learned how to book the best house sit and how to get 45 5-star reviews. So because I was so good at this, I decided why not share my knowledge on how people can also get booked on house sitting gigs and how they can get 5-star reviews. So I created a whole guide to teach people, hey, you know, you can travel the world rent free. And I created a guide. You can look it up. It's right here. And then after that, I went through the process of getting my Mexican residency solo. So I didn't hire a lawyer. I didn't hire anybody. I just did the process by myself. And I was thinking, well, also people were asking me, so why can't I just teach my expertise, my experience on how I went through the process all by myself, so I can help people save thousands of dollars by doing them themselves. So then I created another guide that I sold, and you can find it right here. So you should just focus on something you already know, you have the knowledge, you have the expertise, and there's a demand for it. So that's the first thing you want to focus on. So when you want to launch a digital product, let me share a few ways you can start creating a digital product. Here are the 5 fastest digital products you can create from scratch. Number 1 would be a simple PDF guide or checklist. Number 2, it would be a template for documents, email, or social media. Number 3, spreadsheets with built-in formulas. And number 4, resources lists with your personal recommendation, like travel guide, for example, or travel itineraries. That's also a big one. Or short video tutorials on specific skills. So once you figure out what type of digital assets you want to create, you have your knowledge, you have the idea on what you're going to do, and then you have the digital assets you want to create. If you are running out of ideas and you don't know, first of all, ask around you. What do people want to know? What expertise can you share that you know that you don't know that is valuable? So let's start there. And then secondly, let me give you some ideas just for you to think about. For example, you can sell a Notion or Canva template, about Notion habit tracker templates, or Canva Instagram post templates. If you're really good at creativity, start with design. You can design so many templates or social media posts that are editable. And by the way, I think I'm gonna do a whole video on just that you can sell to your audience. Another thing you can create would be daily affirmation generators. You can also create 30-day fitness planner if you are into fitness. If you are an artist, you can definitely start to sell your digital walled art. You can sell video on how to edit on TikTok or Instagram Reels. If you're in music, you can sell your lo-fi beats for other creators to use. So there's a bunch of ideas out there. Just take a moment to really think about it. And then once you have the ideas, you have your digital assets, let's get started. And if you're really struggling with an idea, then ask yourself these 2 questions. Number 1, what do people always ask you for help with? Number 2, what process do you have personally simplified that others struggles with? Today, I am going to create a PDF guide. And by the way, this is what I recommend you start with, because it's the easiest to create. If you are going to do a mini course, then you have to have videos, and then you have to have the whole setup like I have today with my lights, my mic, all of that. So it might be a little bit more complex, but I recommend you start with a PDF guide so you can, create it and you don't have to be on camera. So for this purpose only, I am going to create a digital nomad guides. I mean, I already have all the information in my head. We are going to use different type of platforms online, and I'm going to guide you through the whole process. So let's get started, and I'm going to start sharing my screen now. So make sure you take notes, pause on the screen if you want to take a screenshot, or better yet, leave me a comment. And by the way, we have a whole Facebook group where you can ask questions. So I'm going to leave the link down below. And I also will offer my free guide about income remote roadmap, where I can teach you how to make money online so you too can travel and work from anywhere. So let's dive in. Alrighty, so the first thing we are going to do is to go on Canva, so canva.com, and you can use the free version. I do have the paid one, but you can totally do this with the free version. So when you get on Canva home, you're going to type or research for a template. So I'm going to try a few things. I'm going to type guide and see what I have here. So depending on the look and feel you want, there's so many options. Look, we have travel guides. Since we're going to do a longer guide, I want a couple of pages. So I am going to type travel just to see if something there I like. But I want to have at least, if it's going to be a paid guide for me, I want probably at least 10 pages. So I like this one here with the Bali, but let's see. If you hove over it, you could see the different design, and everything is customizable, of course. So just don't copy paste. Use your own creativity to make it nice. That way you won't find somebody else having the same as you. So for the purpose of this exercise, I'm just going to pick the Bali one. And so here they'll give you idea of customize these templates. And sometimes when you click on it, they give you other options that you haven't seen before. So you can kind of hove over the next ones here down here to see if there's something that I might be interested in. No, I think I'm going to stick to this one. All right, so we're going to go customize this template. Very good. So now we have the template. You can zoom in and out here so it's easier. And so I'm pretty much going to change everything about this this guide. So for the photos, if you want to keep the same one, I'm just going to delete, and then you're going to go to left here. You have photos, and again, with the free version you have access to some photos, but then if you want to go to the paid version, you'll get better photos, I think. Also, you can go to this website called pexel.com, where you can find a bunch of photos for free. I'm just going to show you right here. So in case you don't want to get the pexel.com. All right, we are going to go to photos, and then I'm going to change it to digital nomad. And then I am going to, so you have a bunch of photos, and this is all free on Pexels. So there's some nice ones. But for the sake of my exercise, since I have Canva Pro, I'm just going to use the photos that I have here, and I'm going to put digital nomad. So we're going to pick digital nomad photos. I love diversity, so I'm going to pick men and women of different shapes and background. We're going to pick this girl, for example. Let's do this again. We drag and drop. Boom. And then maybe I'll keep this one because I like it. Maybe I'll keep this one too. Well, let's see. No, I'm going to put this here. I like this one. And then if you click over it, you can actually recenter each one of them. So I think this is good. I like that. I like the plane. And then I'm going to put the name here, the ultimate guide to digital nomad lifestyle. And I'm going to make this a different color. So really use your creativity. And for this, I'm going to do this. There we go. And then here we're going to put the ultimate guide. All right, start to look like something. All right, so we have the first page, the ultimate guide. Here we're going to put a little description. Below you can put your information. So I'm going to put Salua Ibalin. Boom. Okay, so if I go here on that arrow, this is what it's going to look like. Yeah, that's a good beginning. All right, so now we have the template. Then we need the copy. So for this, we are going to use ChatGPT, but this is very important because I don't want people to just copy and paste. It's very important that you review everything and you add your own experience and storytelling within it. Otherwise, anybody can go on ChatGPT and say, write me a guide, you know. So what we're going to do is we are going to take that information that's going to save us time on researches, and you are going to add your own information, your own expertise within it. That's what makes it different. I don't like just the copy paste part. I think it's taken out so much about the creativity, but I still think that AI is valuable to save you time on research. So let's try. So we're going to type create a 10-page guide on how to become a digital nomad. First, give me the table of content. Is that what it's called? And each chapter add value, tips and resources with a storytelling tone. Let's see what comes up. What's up, Baba? Viens. Tu veux faire coucou? Viens, mon amour. Viens. Everybody, here's Pablo. Oh, my mic, sorry. This is Pablo. This is Pablo, everybody. All right. So this is what we got. The moment everything changed, okay, here maybe I can talk about my story and how I became a digital nomad, design your why, remote work and online business, all of the stuff that I can talk about and teach, finding the skills you already have, the tools of the trade. Let me see. First base abroad, how to choose, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now you have this information, right? So we're gonna take the table of content. So what I'm probably gonna do, I don't know, I like to go deeper on stuff, and I'm probably gonna read everything. Well, I have to. I would read everything, but we have limited a time. And then I will change and cater to my own story. And then if I can back it up with data from my own expertise, I will. If not, I will research everything to make sure that what I'm saying is my tone based on what I've lived and the knowledge I have. So in this case, we're really just using ChatGPT or any type of AI to help you with the structure and the content. But I highly, highly recommend you diving a little bit deeper. You have 48 hours anyways. So this would take this took 3 minutes, not even. So then you're gonna take your time to really dissect the information and then decide what you wanna keep and what you wanna remove. But for the purpose of this exercise, I'm just gonna copy. I will sell a digital nomad guide, but I will take a lot more time to review it to make sure this is, correct information, okay? All right, so blah, 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 blah. This is very, very basic what's in here. But we're still going to do this. So, all right. So table of content, I'm just going to copy the table of content. Boom. So now we're going back to here, and this is the table of content. So here, what I would put is a picture of me, because I have so many photos of me in my digital nomad lifestyle. So I want to use some of me as well. So pick some photos, you go to upload, and then you just pick something that you like. Let's see, maybe I use this one. Yeah, why not? Boom. And then I will make it like this and like this. I think what's going to take you the most time is the design part and the research. But once you have that honed in, everything's going to come easy. Okay. So now you have your table of content. On this note, I think you should really take your time to design something you are happy with that looks good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fast forward and enter the information so that way you're not going to stay with me for 2 hours while I'm finishing this. Okay, so I'll be right back. All right, so the design process, it's what's going to take you the most time. So make sure, like I mentioned, to make sure that your design reflects something clean, professional, on brand, and then review the content. So go deeper there because you really want to share something that has value. You don't want to copy paste, you want to do some research, and that's what's going to take the most time. It's the design and the research. So that's very important. So I am going to show you a guide that I designed that is totally free, and I'm actually going to put the link down below, the remote income roadmap. So I designed it on Canva. Here is some parts of it, and if you want to get the full guide, do not forget to get the guide. I'm going to leave the link down below. So the remote income roadmap, step-by-step guide to remote income and location independence. And I'm going to show you a few of the pages. So I did not do a table of content. I went straight to the introduction, and then I talked a little bit about me, who I am, and why should people listen to me, like what experience do I have. And then we start with the foundation and so on. So if you want to get this free guide, feel free to pick it up down below. It's totally free. So once you have your guide, I'm going to share a few platforms where you can start launching your digital product without much followers. Here are the general marketplaces you can start selling your products. So the first one is Gumroad. This is the one that we're going to use today. Then you have PayHip and Podia. So PayHip is similar to Gumroad, but it's more for PDFs and memberships. And Podia, it's more for all-in-one courses, downloads, and memberships. So those are great. I honestly know about Podia and PayHips, but for me, I'm selling more through my website, but that's on a different topic. If you have for niche specific markets, for templates and designs assets, I recommend Creative Market. I myself have purchased so much on Creative Market. I've purchased templates for myself. I'm not as a great designer. I know how to design, I would say somewhat the basics because I design for myself and for my clients, but I'm not like I didn't go to school for design, but I do have a good creative eye. And Vato, it's more for graphics, video templates, and music. And then for ebooks and audiobooks, definitely Amazon, KDP, and PayHip. And talking about Amazon, KDP, if you don't know, I wrote a book. It's called The Story of Immigrant Women Entrepreneurs in the US. Especially now, it's a really good time to support immigrants entrepreneurs. So I'm going to leave the link down below. I did hire a designer for this book because I feel like the design is very well done. By the way, shout out to Erica Page and Erica Brooks. So yeah. So this book is being sold on Amazon and Amazon KDP because we do have a digital version of this book. And then for online courses, I recommend Udemy, but this is for more of a low-cost, budget-friendly courses. So if you have a great idea, you want to sell it for $10, Udemy is great. But Udemy is also, they control the prices and they control the sales. So that's the thing that I don't really like about Udemy, is that you don't really have, well, when I looked for it, when I did my research, now I don't know, maybe it changed, but you cannot really get the emails list, which is somewhat very important for me. Skillshare and Teachable, two great platforms to sell online courses, highly recommend. For stock media and creative assets, I recommend Shutterstock, Audio Jungle. So this is more if you are a musician and you know how to create music. And then for productivity templates, definitely Notion and Notionary. Those are great. So to do a quick wrap up, if you do not have any audiences and you are just getting started, then I recommend these platforms, starting with Gumroad, Etsy, Creative Market, Amazon KDP, and that would be it to get started. And then I'll show you how you can start selling your product with a small marketing strategy. But today we are going to pick Gumroad. So that's because it's the easiest and it's the cheapest. So that means that you're not paying for it. You can sell your products there, but Gumroad is going to take a percentage of the sales once you sell your product. But it's a marketplace, so people can actually look for your digital product. Now we're going to go to Gumroad and I'm going to show you how to post your course over there. And once you're on gumroad.com, the first thing you need to do is to create an account and make sure you set up your banking as well so you can get paid, and you can set it up via PayPal. So once you have that set up, you're going to go here, welcome abroad, and then you're going to create your whole account. I already have an account, so I'm not going to do this. Then you're going to go into product, and then you're going to add new product, and then you're going to pick here what kind of product. So is it an ebook? Is it a course or tutorial? Is it a digital product, membership, or bundle? So we're going to go to digital product here, and you're going to name it The Ultimate Guide to digital nomad lifestyle. Okay, boom. So that's it. Then you're gonna go next, and then you're gonna customize. So price, I don't know, let's just say $97. All right, so we're gonna do this. And then here you are going to add the description. You can use ChatGPT to help you with the description. Again, make sure you verify everything. And then you are going to upload it. So here, you click here, and then you're going to go computer file, and then you're going to pick your file, and it's going to get uploaded here. You're going to add a thumbnail. You can pick that from the first page of your guide, for example. Your call to action will be like, you can pick, I want this, buy this, pay this, well, I want this. Summary, add details, and that's it. Save and continue. So mine is not finished, but I will show you another products that I had here, my residency. So you have the title here, you have the description, this is the thumbnail, and this is all the information, right? So you can click here to get preview and what the people are actually going to see. They're gonna see this. And then I want this, and then they can buy. This is 37 pages. I did not do this in 48 hours. It took me a while to really get all the information. And also because it's related to customs and governments and all of that, I had to make sure that everything was on point. So that's very important. That's why I like Gumroad, very easy to use. But you can put your new digital product on many different platforms. You can put it on Etsy. You can put it on other platforms as well. Beacons.ai, I think it's another one. There's so many. But because you don't have many followers getting started, Gumroad is a good place because it's a marketplace. So that means they are going to not promote, but it is available on the marketplace, and they have a pretty good rep. So people can go on there and type what they're looking for. So for example, we're going to go to Gumroad and we're going to look for a product and put itinerary Mexico just to see. Ah, look at that. We're at 66, Mexico City, a travel guide. So a lot of people selling the travel guides on here. Some stuff are free as well. This is really cool. All right, so let's do a quick recap so far. First, you found a product idea based on your knowledge, something that you can create within 48 hours. After that, you're going to go to Canva and create a template, or you're going to look for templates based on what you are trying to sell, and they have beautiful design templates. Then you are going to go to ChatGPT to help you with the structure of your copy, but then again, make sure you verify everything. You back it up with your own stories and data and resources. And then you're going to copy and paste it into your Canva template. Once you are done and satisfied with your design, what I like to do is actually to send it to a few friends just for them to give me, a different set of eyes and to give me their feedbacks. And that's very important. I've done that with my guide to residency. I had many friends looking it over and they give me some great feedback. And then after that, you're going to create your account on Gumroad and you're going to upload your digital product with description, focus on a title, on the problem you solve, and then you add the information, the price, and then it's published. It's good to go. So the next thing we need to do is to market it. So I'm going to share with you a few ways you can get started with marketing your digital product even if you don't have many followers. So the first thing I would recommend is to start sharing it with people you already know in your circle. So we all have social media. Make sure you post it on all your social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever social media platform you have. Write it down, mention that is your first digital product that you think that it will be valuable, and then do not forget to use keywords and hashtags so people can find it. So that would be the phase number one. Phase number two, if you do have an email list, definitely send it to your emails. Even if your email list is small, share your digital product in a natural way. Don't be too salesy. Maybe you can say, hey, it's been a few years that people have been asking me for X, Y, and Z. So I thought it would be a perfect time to share my new product. I feel like it's going to add a lot of value. Please support my mission. Here's the link. So that would be the step number 2. The next thing I would do is to share it in communities. What I really like is Facebook groups, but you have to read the rules because not every groups allow you to promote your products. So make sure that if there are specific days when you can promote your products, do it on those days. Sometimes some group allow you to promote it just like that, so perfect. Some others want you to pay for it. So if you want to stay under the free thing, then just post it in certain Facebook group where you know it's allowed, and of course groups that are aligned with what you're selling. So you're not going to sell your jewelry to a mechanic group. So make sure you focus. You can do women entrepreneurs, you can do women in business if you're a woman, obviously, or you can do there's so many digital nomads if you're selling something regarding to travels. There's so many options, but I would highly recommend to post it in group because those are really, they work well. If your product is good, you'll make some sales. And remember, the idea here is not to make a lot of money. Great if you do, but the idea here is to have validation and have few sales. That shows that, okay, there's a demand for what I'm doing. Maybe I can expand, maybe I can go deeper with this product, maybe I can create a product or service that is aligned with this. So you really want to get the validation that your product is good. And then also you get the feedback from the people who have purchased it, and they will tell you, well, I like this, I didn't really like this, and so on. So it's very important to do that. Then if allowed, it would be to direct message. So direct message, I don't really like this unless I know someone really is looking after what I'm doing, but I'm not the type of randomly messaging people. I do use ManyChats, by the way. This will be for another video. If you want to go deeper into a funnel of marketing and how to sell your products, make sure you comment down below, let me know, and I can dive deeper with an organic and a paid funnel to show you how you can make more sales selling your digital product. And then the last thing I would do is to add the link to your product to all your email signature and all your social media bios. So super great. So that's it. And now you do have a digital product that is available on an online marketplace that can be sold day and night. So congratulations to you. And I want to offer you to post your digital product onto my Facebook group. No problem, just post it. Make sure you mention that you watched this video, and I'm going to allow you to post it on there. I hope you can get it done within 48 hours. This would be really cool if you can take 48 hours of your time and really create that digital product. If you were looking for a sign, this is your sign, and post it on our Facebook group that I'm going to put the link down below. Again, I have a free guide for you when you'll find juicy information. I think you should read this before you start your own digital product, and I think you should congratulate yourself if you have watched this video till the end. Thank you so much for watching. I send you a lot of kisses from Mexico, and I'll see you next time on my next video. Bye bye from Mexico City.